I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. That's right. They want your fucking retirement money. They want it back so they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later because they own this fucking place. It's a big club. And you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.
Politicians are Judas goats. Slick talkers who look like leaders, but are really just herding you right toward the slaughterhouse. They sell you shiny illusions like street hustlers peddling fake Rolexes. Convincing you your vote is a magic wand, while they pull the strings behind the curtain. The show runs smoother when the flock believes in free choice. So they keep the circus going, year after year, with new Judas goats leading you straight to the same outcome. Look at it for what it is, an illusion of democracy, sold as empowerment. You pick your side, wave your flag, argue online, and feel like you are part of history. Meanwhile, the people at the top laugh all the way to the bank. The red team and blue team both serve the same donors. And you are cheering for one while they cash in on both. It's not government, it's theatre. A high-budget psychological operation exploiting humanity's oldest flaw. Our worship of saviours, every election cycle, it's the same setup. Promises, slogans, bright lights, hope and change, make it great again, rebuilding together. They roll out the buzzwords while every would-be messiah lines up for your faith. And half of them are Judas goats by design, built to betray you from the start. They look like your guy until the votes are counted, then flip to serve the elites who paid their way. Take the US. Obama promised truth and unity. Trump promised disruption. Trump especially styled himself as the wrecking ball who drained the swamp, yet was soon raking in corporate cash from Chevron, Exxon, and Elon Musk's $290 million innovation fund. By 2026, with Trump back in power and parading through Davos with the same billionaires he claimed to fight, it's clear the swamp doesn't get drained. It expands. Deregulation for donors, tax breaks for the rich, and crypto loopholes big enough to fly a private jet through. The game was never to save you. It was to sell you the illusion of rebellion. But it's not just America. Across the globe, the same farce plays out on repeat. Biden, Trudeau, Macron, and now Anthony Albanese smiling awkwardly beside them at WEF 2026, nodding through global collaboration panels sponsored by the same corporations crushing the working class back home. Labour or Liberal, Democrat or Republican, both sides sip champagne at the same elite conferences, while their citizens drown in debt and rent. Albanese promises cost of living relief, but rents keep climbing and mining giants keep getting richer. Morrison's ghosts linger. And the result doesn't change. The people lose, donors win, and Australia's not unique. It's global. WEF 2026 is a prime example, the same familiar faces gathering in the snow, pretending to fix problems they caused. There's Trump shaking hands with bankers, Albanese talking climate transition while approving new coal exports. Macron lecturing about democracy while gassing his own protesters. Every one of them a polished Judas goat. Talking about a better world as they march you deeper into control. So why do people keep falling for it? It all comes down to psychology. Humans crave authority, safety, belonging. We want to believe someone out there is fighting for us, that our team is the good one. Politicians exploit that need. They use emotional triggers, not logic. They cast themselves as dads, rebels, warriors, saviours, whatever your personal myth demands. Obama was the cool dad who'd fix racism. Trump was the alpha who'd crush corruption. Albanese is the mild, caring everyman. But it's all engineered through focus groups and psychological profiling. It's not policy. It's hypnosis. This is how it works. They trigger your fear, fear of the other side, fear of collapse, then sell you safety through loyalty. Once you attach, you stop questioning. Overconfidence keeps you thinking your vote still matters. Confirmation bias blinds you to their hypocrisy. Sunk cost fallacy locks you in because switching sides feels like betrayal. Add social pressure, friends, family, media, and boom. You've got a nation of obedient voters defending billionaires who don't even know their names. The studies are clear. It doesn't matter who wins. Policy outcomes barely shift. Wars drag on. Middle class taxes rise. The elite stay untouchable. The playbook hasn't changed in 100 years. Divide the people, sell outrage, and profit off chaos. Today's politicians don't need tanks. They've got algorithms. Your feed becomes your leash. The media amplifies fear. Every viral headline is a shock treatment reminding you which goat to follow. Watch how they dodge real conversations. Ask about national debt. They pivot to fear. Ask about housing. They cry racism. Or inflation buffers. Ask about corruption. They just deploy another scandal as distraction. It's not leadership. It's emotional warfare. And the crowd eats it up. Voters wear "I voted" stickers like holy relics, as if participation in a corrupted system makes them virtuous. But the truth, democracy as we practice it, is a corporate franchise. Citizens United made sure of that. Donors own the booths, algorithms own the voters. Your choice is between brands, not leaders. The scale is global now, from Canberra to Washington to Davos. Remember, the WEF doesn't represent humanity. It represents capital. It's ground zero for networking among global Judas goats. Politicians, CEOs, and influencers who pretend to argue in public, then align in private. Beneath the talk of innovation and equity, the real agenda is control. Data banking, AI, energy, they call it shaping the future. You're just not invited to the meeting. So where does this end? It ends when people stop worshipping idols, when we stop treating politicians as messiahs. They are not your saviors. They are salesmen, parasites feeding off your belief, gaming your psychology, using your hope as currency. You want real change? Build parallel systems. Trust communities, not parties. Trade skills, not slogans. Use cash when you can. Stop giving energy to their illusion. Because the truth is simple. Power selects for narcissists. The charming liars rise, the honest ones get crushed, and the cycle repeats. Trump, Albanese, and every smiling face at WEF 2026 are proof. You don't climb their ladder by caring about people. You climb it by selling people out. Women don't fall for empowerment slogans that chain you to new forms of dependency. Men stop worshipping strong men who only use your anger to send you to wars you'll never win. Everyone, stop confusing politics with salvation. If this hit a nerve, good. That means the illusion's cracking. Smash that like button if you are done being herded. Drop a comment with the biggest political lie you once believed. Because until people stop cheering for their Judas goats, the slaughterhouse door stays open. And remember, the next big leader is already being tested in focus groups. Don't be their data point. Be ungovernable.